Alright, so we are doing a layer 2 guide now. Right whenever you spawn, turn around and go that way. Then take a left right here and just climb up the mountainside and scale it. Take another left and now you just gotta close this gap and jump across. Now right here you take a small right and then you should grab this little white key on the ground by just pressing E. Now here you kind of just jump and bounce off the edge so you can make that small jump there. As we continue going this way, here is the door right here in front of us. All you have to do is hit E and wait for the door to close. Now, just follow the pathing here, and every time wind blows, you do want to run towards the wind so it doesn't blow you off. Now, the pathing we are doing here is a little slower than what you will usually be doing in layer 2. That is because we do not have any of the talents yet, and I will show how to do talents in another video, or at least for the Union Hook. But for the Lance, I do show it in here. Now, whenever you get to the top of the ladder here, you do want to be a little careful of wind. Luckily, there wasn't any for me. Now, just continuing down this path. Now here I will be doing a small shortcut where I am jumping across a little ledge up here. Now you don't have to do this, you can go inside, but it's entirely up to you. I do it because it's personally a little quicker. Now the next thing up here is you're gonna have to fight the Bone Keeper. Alright, so the Bone Keeper's first move shown here is the little arm swing, and then he does the dash. Both of those you can hit F or Q on. So here the move that he pulls a bone out of the ground, all you have to do is hit F or roll it. Now it is a little finicky to do so, so you will usually get hit by it. Now he does have two more moves, and I think he'll do one here soon. Right here it is. So whenever you see a red sound, red and then a the sound, he does do a very big grab animation, and if it does hit, it does do a lot of damage. Now he does have one more move he didn't show here, which is whenever he stomps his foot down and a bone wave comes out of the ground. All you have to do to block this one is jump over it. So after you kill the Bone Keeper, just follow what I just did and turn on the generator. Now when you do turn it on, it is really loud. So now we're just going to retrace a lot of our steps until we are back where we first came up this area. Now you do take the first left right here and just go ahead and climb all the way up here. Now, mindful, just be always wary of the winds because it can get glitched out and just throw you off the map. So always try to be very careful about the wind. Now, once you get up here, you will see this lantern. Always make sure you hit E on it to clear your parasites, because if you do not, you can die from parasites. Now, after you do clear your parasites and go through, there will be mobs that spawn here. Now, you can kill them or you don't have to. These ones don't drop chests, but the next small batch that does do drop a chest. Alright, so here there will always be 3 mobs that spawn. It could be, I think it could spawn different ones. I think it's usually 2 bounders and 1 drowned guy, but I think it can be 2 different ones. And those are carbuncles, not bounders, my bad. But after you kill them, there will be a chest behind you where you came from. You do have to fight the wind, however, to get the chest. Alright, so here you can either follow straight down and hop off, but I hop off early just so I'm not fighting the wind as long. Now doing this will get 2 bounders to aggro on you. You don't have to fight these, you can just run away. Now there usually is a guy on your left or right here. He can spawn either side. But if you do kill him, you do get a chest. Now, unfortunately, I will just have to kill these bounders to get the chest. Usually if they come in here, I would just run personally, but I am on a decent PvE build, so I'm not really worried about them. Alright, after you kill everything and get your chest, you just have to fall down this hole right here. On the one side you should see a opening. Just go through there. So after you get out of the hole, now the white stuff does give you parasites if you stand in it, so be wary of it. Now right after the staircase is the lance you need for the talent. You can kill the guys down here. I usually do just for the chest. Now just as a reminder, you only have to do this once on one character. So after you do it once, you never have to do the same route to get the lance again unless you're on a different slot. Now here we will be doing a different route to get out of here, so make sure you're paying attention. So you do want to backtrack where the white stuff is and go across it and take a left. And then take a right, and then another left. Now, you know you're going the right way if you see the vein thing in the floor. But here I just climb the fence and go over so I don't have to wait for anything. And then you just go up this little cliffside. And now, you're back on floor 1 here, so like, you could there's 2 routes you could do here. I go this way because it leads straight outwards. Alright, right here, all you have to do is get through the hole in the wall, and then take a left and climb up. Now, once you do get to the top of this, you do need to turn around and go past this. Now, you can kill the guys up here. There should be 2 guys, and they both will drop a chest also. Now, after you open the door, there is a lantern on the back side of it, so you can hit E on it through the door. Just continue to follow me here and you will end up at the little village up here. Now for you to turn into Lance to get your Etheron's gaze, all you have to do is talk to the chieftain, which is on top of the little cliff right here. Now after you do talk to him, we are going to the founder nest, which is you're just going back through the cave and going through the other end where you climbed up at. Now, you could ice skate if you do have it here. I won't use it for those who don't. But when you do get over here, try to stick to the left side as much as you can. Now, every time you see them running at you, you do want to hit Q. So just keep on running. Now, if you do get hit a couple times, it's not a big deal, but just try to stay as much as HP as you can. But just continue to clear this cliffside right here. And now there is multiple ways to get Chaser from here, but I will be doing the shortest way I know for this video. So you scale over here, make sure you go right there. Then you can just drop down right here. Now, while you're doing that, just try to take the least amount of fall damage you can so you don't have to warrior respite too long. And just follow me as I climb up the side of the castle here. Alright, well, with all that, now you are at the Chaser boss fight. Now, I will show you some of his moves and whatnot as I am doing him, but I won't go too in depth because there's many great videos out there for Chaser fights alone. Now, when you do start the Chaser fight, you want to make sure you have all your Flame Wisp or any of your castables like that done. And then you do want to start the boss fight always with a backstab, and then you can parry and spit on him. Now, after you start him, you'll notice that a couple blood jars every time will light up orange. Now, all you have to do is break 4 or 5 of these, and the damage phase will start after enough time has passed. Meanwhile, as you are trying to break these jars, he will be casting multiple mantras slash attacks towards you. Now, to start listing these mantras, like this one right now, where you start hearing like the roof shaking and whatnot, spikes will start falling down. Now, you can hold F and block these, but it's better just to stay clear because sometimes blocking doesn't work. Now, the next move here is a wave attack that he does. It spawns it in increments of 1 but 3 times. Now, usually it does make a sound, but it didn't, unfortunately, this time. However, all you have to do is jump over these. The next move he shows here is where he shoots 3 blood balls at you. Now, if you have Ghost, you could just roll, and it does block all 3. However, I wouldn't recommend holding F because it does posture break easily. And you can parry it. It's like dun dun dun. Just hit F 3 times like that, and you parry it perfectly. Now, the next move he shows is a little, I guess, circle he spawns underneath you, and if it does hit, it throws you in the air while it catches you on fire also. Now, if you're moving fast enough, it doesn't hit you at all. However, you can parry and roll it if you are standing idle. The last move Chaser has is where he grabs you, pulls you towards him, and then throws you against the ground. Now, you can block the first part of it, but you still will get hit by the second part of the move. But if you want to not get hit by the move at all, the only thing you can do is dodge it. Now, after you have done enough damage to Chaser, he will start his death phase. And whenever he is in death phase, he will hover in the air and start doing dot damage in the entire arena. And he will do a wave attack always as the first time he goes into his death phase. Now, as you can see, there is a red circle under him. In that circle, the dot damage doesn't happen, but every time he slams in the floor, it will do a good amount of damage to you. Now, after you beat Chaser and it tells you your time for beating him and everything, it will spawn a chest. Now, this chest can have relics, legendary weapons, and it will have a bunch of Cures weapons, which is all layer 2 loot. And it will give you a lot of deep gems. Now, I will be posting another video after this one. If you are curious, it will be showing how to get here faster and how to get the Union Hook talent, which overall makes it layer 2 a whole lot easier to transverse.